On this day, in 1787, the Founding Fathers signed the United States Constitution in Philadelphia.
Today we recognize Constitution Day this week, and we honor Declaration of Independence during celebration of Freedom Week.
The Declaration of Independence, which we celebrate on the 4th of July, was written during the American Revolution. It announced the colonies' break with Great Britain.
When the Second Continental Congress adopted the Declaration of Independence in 1776, the delegates had to decide to sign or not to sign.
In the end, 56 delegates made the brave decision to sign the Declaration of Independence.
Let's remember some of the most famous words from the Declaration of Independence. If you wish, please recite these with us.
We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, that to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed.
11 years later, in 1787, the Founding Fathers at the Constitutional Convention designed a new government that was divided into 3 branches.
The legislative branch, Congress, has the power to make laws. There are 2 parts of Congress, the House of Representatives and the Senate.
The executive branch has the power to enforce laws and is led by the president.
The judicial branch of government has the power to interpret laws and is made up of the national courts, including the Supreme Court.
The 3 branches of government work together. No one branch has too much power, the power is shared.
At the end of the discussion and the debate at the Constitutional Convention, the Founding Fathers had to decide to sign or not to sign.
Ultimately, 39 delegates out of the original 55 signed the United States Constitution. However, it was not final until the states ratified or approved it.
It took some time, and there were disagreements between the Federalists and Anti-Federalists.
The Federalists supported the Constitution and wanted a strong and national government.
The Anti-Federalists opposed the Constitution because they worried it did not protect people's rights.
The states had to decide to ratify or not to ratify the Constitution. Many of the states agreed to approve the Constitution if a bill protecting individual rights was added to it.
So, the Bill of Rights was added to the Constitution in 1791. It contains the first 10 amendments and protects our personal rights and freedoms.
When the Constitution was written, the Founding Fathers included a way to make changes. Changes are made through amendments.
Many important amendments have been added to the Constitution throughout our history. We're about to celebrate the 100th anniversary of the passing of the 19th Amendment, which allowed women the right to vote.
That's a really big deal.
The amendment process can take a long time. For example, when Congress proposed the 19th Amendment, the states had a decision to ratify or to not to ratify.
The movement for the women's right to vote started in the late 1800s. During that time, people like Elizabeth Cady Stanton and Susan B. Anthony wrote petitions and asked Congress to pass a constitutional amendment that would allow women the right to vote. In the early 1900s, the movement for women to be allowed to vote grew larger and larger, gained lots of support. The states finally approved the 19th Amendment in 1920.
As you can see from the story we have shared, the power of government comes from the people. And as Abraham Lincoln said in the Gettysburg Address, we have a government of the people, by the people, and for the people.
Now let's end with how the United States Constitution begins.
In order to form a more perfect union,
establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility,
Provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare,
and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity.
To ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America.
Happy Tuesday, Jasper Jags! Here are your announcements for the day.
Hey guys, to raise awareness about human trafficking, the It's Gonna Be Okay Club is having their first meeting today, September 17th. Come join us in room 2310 A block.
Interested in digital design? Master how to make art, comics, and memes at the Digital Design Club. Come to Ms. Stevens' room 1028 B block on Tuesday, September 17th. You only need your Chromebook.
The Theater Fall Show performances are this Thursday and Friday at 7 p.m. in the Jasper cafeteria. Box office opens at 6:30 p.m. each night of the show for ticket purchases.
Interested in art club? Come to our introductory meeting in Mrs. Anderson's room, 1026 B block on Thursday, September 19th. We will discuss art, meet the officers, and do a short activity.
Do you need volunteer hours or like working with animals? Come join Global Companions. First meeting this Friday, B block lunch in room 2046. Food is going to be served.
Hey Jasper, our next ASL meeting club is on Thursday during A block. All are welcome. Have a terrific Tuesday, Jasper.